And what we've just basically been through is how to create a great offer, right? So what we're looking at is we're looking at becoming the go-to person. Now, the important part about creating a great offer is, of course, trying to get traffic to that offer to actually see it. It's a bit pointless actually creating an offer if nobody gets to ever see the offer. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're actually going to start with a blog post, right? Now, blog posting, yes, Groove does have blogs. At the moment, Groove blogs are coming on quite well. They are getting there. It's just at the moment, I still prefer using WordPress. So it's completely up to you if you want to use WordPress. Down below, you're going to find all the links of the stuff that I'm using for this because I like to automate things so I know it's right. I don't really want to go out there and produce a load of content that's never going to get seen. It's never going to rank. It's never going to score. It's not going to make me any money, right? It's not my idea of fun. I also don't like writing long blog posts, right? So if I spend anything more than half an hour writing a 4,000 word blog post, I'm not very amused with my bit self, right? It's not my ideal way to be doing things. So what I want to do is I want to show you how we actually get the blog post to rank, how we actually find the various different backup terms, because it's all built on a silo thing, and how we actually do it from there. I'm just going to turn my heating down a little bit there. Right, so how we actually do it from there. So what we're going to do is we're going to automate this process. I'm going to make this process really, really simple, right? We do not want to be messing about. We don't want to be wasting time with blog posts. We want to be getting blog posts out there that actually succeed. So I'm just going to share my screen with you guys. And what we're going to do is, first off, we're going to jump into Surfer SEO. Right now, the Surfer SEO is pretty awesome software. I like it an awful lot, and I'll show you exactly why. So what we said we were going to do is we're going to promote birthday marketing for restaurants, right? Now, obviously, you can use anything at all that you want to use as your particular niche. I'm only using restaurants because, to be honest, I might be buying one, and it's an industry I'm used to. Right. So if there's any industries that you know a lot about, please do this. Right. So first off, we're going to jump into here, and what I've done is I've done a keyword research, and I've put in birthday market restaurants. So if we just click on this, what's going to do? It's going to open it up, hopefully, and once it opens up, it's going to tell me what sort of things I need to actually put in place to get this to rank, right? So first off, I need to write 15 different pieces of content, right? Now that sounds like an awful lot, but remember, once we do this content out there, we then go out and let it rank. Once it goes out and ranks, it's doing the rest of the work for us, right? So we're not panicking about writing these, right? Particularly not the way I'm going to show you. Right, so birthday marketing campaign. So all of these, right? What's going to do? It's going to tell us all the scores. So how many people are searching for it? So this one here, birthday marketing campaigns. There's only 60 people searching for it, and it's got keyword difficulty of 5. Right now, obviously, celebrating birthday in restaurant got a lot higher keyword difficulty. What to do? What do restaurants do for anniversaries? Strategies to increase sales in restaurants. Box marketing, no idea what that one is. Wi-Fi marketing restaurants, of course, that can be another page as well. What's the most profitable restaurant thing? Dave and Buster's coupons, right? So if we put a post up about each of these, we're going to rank highly, but it's not just putting up any post, right? This is where it starts getting a little bit sort of gamified. So when I'm putting up posts, I like to make the posts so it's like playing a game, right? This sounds weird, but it's gonna make perfect sense. So what I've done here was I went to birthday marketing for restaurants. Right now, what I could have done, there's 2 different ways of doing it. First off, I can go into Google and I can search birthday marketing for restaurants, and I can look at what's ranking the highest already, right? So quick guide to birthday marketing for restaurants. Now, what I could then do is I could go in here, I could copy everything that he's already wrote, right? He or she's already wrote. Could copy the whole lot, copy and paste it straight into my Jasper, right? Now, you don't need to do it that way. If you don't want to do it that way, it's obviously really, really simple to do. But as you can see, I've already wrote quite a bit. Now, it's told me I've got far too many words in here. Now, I'm not too bothered about that because I can make this corner content, right? Which means it's going to be like cornerstone of my entire stuff. Now, it also gives us outlines as well. So it's going to show me exactly what titles are going to rank if I use these particular titles. Actually, hasn't got none. And what headings are going to rank. So these are headings I should be including to actually make sure my stuff is going to rank, and also the topics and questions. Now, as well as that, we've got brief here as well. So it's going to show us all the competitors, right? Who's actually up near us. At the minute, we're only scoring 68, but we're already at the top of what everybody else is scoring, right? And that's before we put any pictures or anything such as this. So it's really quite looking cool. Now then, what we want to do is we want to put in here all of the various different things that is going to help people say, right, okay, I want to find out more about this. So if they're already searching birthday marketing for restaurants, all right, for example, I can run ads this at just about zero cost. But if they're already searching that, then I'm going to be putting in loads of links in here that's going to send them to my landing page, right? This is the free end of your funnel. And of course, I'm going to share this through Facebook, YouTube, and everything else. Now, another thing I tend to do is I will tend to turn all of this into a robotic voice as well. And then I can get more use out of it by then posting it to YouTube and various other places like that. I just want to quickly check I am sharing my screen. Yes, I am. Right, so I can then share it to YouTube and I get more engagement again. Now, all I'm going to do with this, right, I've already got this paragraph right here I need to do. I'm going to copy this. All right, copy that entire thing. Control C. Let's put it in here. B. And I want to, right, and expand the above for a blog post. Right. Do a quick little bit of jiggery poker here. So we'll just get this all done. And then I'm going to press generate. Now I've got the unlimited account, so it means that I put my inputs right way up to 10. Now, when you get this, I'm actually giving away 10,000 free credits. That's down below. When you get this, the 10,000 free credits, they will last a while. This does a load of other stuff as well. They've actually just put in a chat bot thing, which is really quite cool. But there's a lot of other stuff that they do as well. So it's well worth going into it. Right, so building internal email list of customers is a great way for restaurant and bars to increase their customer base, as well as maintain contact with existing customers. Right, I like that. Let's just take that and bang that straight in there. All right, I'm going to get rid of this bit. Boom. Optimizing and timing. Most people begin with planning their birthday celebrations anywhere from a week to 2 weeks before the actual date. This 1 to a 2 week buffer is when to begin your contact. Right, so that's cool. So let's just get rid of birthday marketing, seeing which more. Right, don't need that bit. Let's just put this, Control C. Again, we're just going to put it back in here. Control V. Let's just rewrite that. Right, and generate that bit. Right, so we're pretty much flying with this little lot. Bum, 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 bum. And this is how we can write like blog posts really, really fast. And then we also know that they're going to score because we've got the SEO scoring off Surfer SEO, right? So we know just about everything that's going on. So let's delete that, put that straight in there. Don't need the personal touch thing, so let's just get rid of that bit. I want to go back onto this. And what we're going to do, I'm also going to put a tutorial here on how to actually run ads. Right, so we're still on 67, right? So bugger it. So what we'll do is we'll go outline. I'm going to look at the topics and questions. Right, now these are all topics and questions. If you aren't using Surfer SEO and Jasper, the way to find it is you were going to here, all right, where we're putting our things. So we're putting birthday marketing for restaurants. Then we'll look down here and we'll look at what are the questions people are asking, right? So how do restaurants make birthday special? How do you market a birthday event, right? All of these should be included within your blog post, all right? Your blog post also should have links going in and out, which obviously we're going to use the links to take them into our landing page. So it's all going to be cool. Right, so let's just go in here, click on there. I'm just going to hide this bit. And we're just going to, do I really want these questions in? Let's have a look. Don't really know if I actually want these in or not. I'm kind of still a bit dubious on whether to put these in or not. I probably will end up putting them in. Then all I'm going to do is I'm going to copy it straight over to my blog post. Now, after I've done all that, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. Now, at the moment, I'm using Grammarly. All right, I don't know if you guys know Grammarly at all, but I will show you it. However, I've just signed up for a new one, which is cheap, and I'm about to test it all for you on another day. So we're going to go into Grammarly. Google actually does score things on how well it's written as well. So it's really important that you run it through Grammarly and whatnot, particularly if you spell like me. So we're just going to do it. We want in general, we want to convince. It's going to be a general audience. We don't need any formality, and click on done. So I've got 98 different suggestions, right? Now, sometimes Grammarly does give you really weird suggestions that kind of don't work. Right, aren't pushing enough? No idea. Right, so it shows you how to rephrase it as well. So it's going to kind of jump through the whole process for you. A whole new thing, restaurants. Birthdays are a significant motivator, right? So let's just go through it. Come from celebrating birthdays. Now, hard to read sentence. I hate these. Not only can we create a sense of consistency in a charity, but the potential sales from celebrating birthday can be incredibly lucrative for bar owners, restaurant owners. I don't mind that too much. Regarding, let's just go this one. And these are all like softwares that basically take all of the pain, because writing blog posts just takes forever and it can be an absolute nightmare. I've seen people spend days on each blog post. Telling them birthdays advance so become one celebration. Right. Let's just see if we can put a full stop in there. Full stop. Right, it's going to tell us that one. Again, the new customers complete. Right. Hard to read sentence. To come to me, I'm like, should make sure their birthday special get noticed by potential customers and make them feel extra special on their special day. Right, I'm not going to bother with that one. Customers, by understanding this important aspect of customer behavior and utilizing effectively business model, you can make sure that your established stands out among the others. All while helping people celebrate their birthdays. Right, we're going to go that one. Incredibly typical, celebrated with friends and family. Don't even know. The National Restaurant Association points out that 7 out of 10 of the population in the UK and the United States eat out every birthday. This shows how willing people are to celebrate the special day. It doesn't like having this as the beginning of a sentence. I'm not very good with grammar, so I don't really bother with that too much. Right. By offering something extra special, not only does it provide great incentive to attract customers, but also allows the restaurant to gain further exposure. As the new customers will talk about their experience, those new customers will talk about their experience with others, perhaps even writing a review. Well, they're definitely going to do that with the offer that we're going to give them, to make sure that they come back. This bin to top it off. Birthday campaigns offer business an opportunity to make sure food and drink stand out from the competitors, allowing right. So once we get all of this done, all we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to make more content out of it, right? Because we don't just want to make one part of content and then just be done with it, because that's a bit of a waste. We've spent this time actually doing it. So why would we only have one piece of content if we spent all of this time doing it? Makes no sense. All right. And this thing's actually geared towards kind of Google's sort of spelling stuff, what the Google believes right. So it's kind of makes it a bit easier. Oh, it's kind of costly. Let's just get rid of that bit. I don't need that. Oops. Sorry about that. Close up the whole computer. Right. Within the link. So we'll put one link right in there. So we're going to actually put that link to make sure existing customers hi are concerned. So this is actually doing a job of selling before we're actually selling, right? We're telling them, look, we're going to do all this for free, right? Birthday clubs are very common. Let's just keep that one. because birthdays are celebrated. And people enjoy a birthday celebration. That's not too bad. Let's just get some keywords in there. Represents. Unfortunately, this overlooked marketing strategy. Rephrase. Hard to read sentence. Autoresponder. So already we're dropping in there a couple of bits about Groove having an automated email responder. Remember, it could work for ClickFunnels now. The ClickFunnels are doing it, so it's all really quite cool. It doesn't need to be Groove. If you have fell out with Groove and you fell out in love with them, then you can do this for a different sort of sales funnel. Really, really simple. As shown, you can doesn't read right. Can spend anywhere between $4 and whatnot. Let me rephrase that. Trying to, however. Now, obviously, you guys probably wouldn't have as many spelling mistakes as I do because mine's just ridiculous. I can't spell, like absolutely hopeless. I swear to God. If you guys can spell even to a very, very basic level, you are going to be so many steps ahead of me, right? It's kind of, this is something that I need to go through and do because it doesn't make any sense. I also write a lot of my sales pages on this as well. And I just give it a command to write sales pages. And it'll go and do it for us because it makes life so much simpler. Otherwise, me doing this is just not too good at all. Right. How? Now, one thing I would say on my particular blog, the blog that this one's going to go on to, I've got quite a few different blogs. There is a couple I could put it on. But what I want to do really is we want to make it so that the blog has a certain theme. So I have got one blog that does have a certain theme running through it that could include restaurants, which is going to help it to rank higher. Because obviously we're siloing the content. All right. Just check in case anybody's got any questions. I'm sure nobody's got any questions about this side of things. Like, it's really quite easy. If you do have any questions, please feel free to ask. Even if I'm not online, ask them into tap it, fishbowl draw. Put them into my YouTube channel or onto the Facebook group, and I will see them, hopefully, and get them answered. Right. So get all of these various different bits. We're nearly done. I know this isn't the most interesting thing in the world. I've got 19 parts to do. A full entire membership program. See, that's another thing I would actually sell to restaurants as well. I would say, right, which is one of the things that I intend to do in mine, is say, look, what you should be doing as well is you should be setting up a membership program if you've got good food. And within this membership program, then you can actually set up some of your particular menu items, which are really popular. And anybody who's a member can actually then go in and download the particular things, right, which is pretty cool. You are helping them build relationships with new customers. Right, before a 2-week buffer, maybe the celebration. Oh, see, if you guys would do this, it would kind of probably take you around 2 minutes to just go, yeah, it's done. Me doing this is actually what takes me more time than anything else. Writing the blog post take no time at all. I just keep on copy and pasting it and just really putting it in. Trying to correct me spelling at the end of it. I've actually wrote a few various different books on things, and my girlfriend's at going and check every single word that I wrote. And half of she then comes back and says, Sean, that makes no sense whatsoever. Right. So, rewrite for clarity. Boom. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it back into my Jasper. Right. Control C. Back into Jasper. Control V. I'm going to quickly see what my score's like. So the scores on the doors are 67. So I can go in there. What I could do. What on earth have I got? Oh, that's because I've got a bit. Oh, I've got rid of a bit. I didn't want. Right. That's okay. That's cool. Right. So what I could do is I could go in there and I could do this whole thing and just get extra scoring. Right. So birthday month, I want that down a little bit. Backyard boys, we don't need that. Customers love steady stream restaurants. Right. We need that down. Friends, down that down. QR code. All of these various different bits we can add in. And each time we add one of these in, that score is going to go up higher. But let's just take this nice and quickly. Control Z. I'm going to go into Blaster Suite, Speechello. I hate this login of this 1957738. Right, so all I've done is copied the actual blog post. Really, really simple. It doesn't get much easier than this. I'm then going to take this blog post. I'm going to paste it straight in here. Right, so we're going to get rid of this one I'd already done. Delete selected. Delete all those. All right, that's successfully deleted. And I'm going to paste this into here. And looks like I've got too many in there. I'm not going to bother with that. If it's going to let us. Right, so sometimes this gives you a couple of more suggestions that are sometimes worth using. Very common. Widespread. Which means that. So, see, like really, why would I write in which means that? Makes no sense whatsoever. Instead of just writing so, this is why mine make no sense if I don't run them through these various different things. Right. Right, we're just going to generate voiceover in a friendly tone. Just generate voiceover as it is. Bum, 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 and then we have a nice voiceover. So we're looking all sexy just now. Now the voiceover from here, all I do is I just add slides. Right. I do the slides manually. I know somebody was asking us the other day about it. I just add the slides in manually. So what we've got so far is something like. Right, so we can now take this. We can now put some slides into that. I just use Adobe Premiere for that. We then put the slides in there. We know we're ranking good on here, right? We know that we've got this birthday marketing campaign, laughing it up, right? It's going to be our corner content. I don't know why I've come back to myself there. I'm not sharing my screen, which I should have been. Right, so we know that on here, we've got all of the various different parts of one. So if I want to make 15 clusters, which are all going to bring traffic into me. Now, if I was going to be going out and spending money on trying to drive this much traffic, so the 600, 1,000, that's 22,000, that's 23,000 people are going to see it a month. Say 23,500, 24,000, 25,000, say 25,000, 50,000, 51, 52, 52, 63,000, 63, 70 odd thousand people a month if I wrote all of these, right? Huge amount of traffic, right? Which all of them I can join. This is all free traffic. You're never going to pay for it. It's all cool. This is why I use this particular software so much. It just does everything for us. Tells exactly what I need to do. Remember, we're niching down. This is why we're not just going for Groove. I have got a Groove one in here. Then from here, we're just installing that into here. Right, it's giving us all the guidelines. So words, we could do dropping the words a little bit. Could do putting some more headers in there. That's no problem. We can do that. We've got the right amount of paragraphs. We've got no images so far. Right, we're going to put images in there, so that's okay. We're going to put a couple of these little codes in, right? Like more money, customers love, right? Restaurants will drop down a little bit. So it's really, really simple. This is like the fastest way to get your actual content out there. Now, obviously, once we link this particular content onto YouTube, we're then going to link YouTube to our blog post to our sales funnel, the YouTube to our sales funnel, the long form word that we put through here. What we can then do is we can actually change that long form and put that as short snap bits. We can auto post it to all of the various different places. We're going to make certain cards out of that as well. And next, we're going to go in and automate a whole load of Facebook posts, Instagram posts, and various things like this, right? So we're going to have all of our marketing almost done for our first lead magnets, right? So this is kind of so fast a method. You can have this thing working within about 2 days, right? So within 2 days, you can have the perfect offer in place. You can start building up your email list massively. You can do it all for free. We're going to be putting it on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and all the rest of it. Your LinkedIn, we're going to obviously get a lot of restaurateurs to join us. Or if you're doing chiropractors, we'll get a lot of chiropractors to do it for you. And this is kind of us taking over the entire web. So once we do all of this kind of graft behind it, we're the number one choice for anybody who's want this particular thing. So nobody's going to go out and start choosing any other Google Groove affiliates because you've got everything that they're going to need. You've got so much for them to actually give. So next we're going to jump into probably the swipes. So we'll get some swipes in place, right, to bring the restaurateurs in there using the birthday bot marketing thing. Then we're going to obviously upsell them. Okay, so thanks for watching. Speak soon.